After the new update in Dying Light 2, the Dark Knights, Volatiles, and pretty much any other enemy has become harder to kill. So let me show you how to combat this so that you take less damage and can do more damage to your enemies. This will make it easier to survive the hits from your enemies, particularly Volatiles, Tyrants, and Goons, and some of the bigger enemies that you encounter in Dying Light 2. Because as you can see here, I'm taking a lot of damage from Volatiles, and even some of the smaller enemies that are hitting me. And this is with toughness boosters on. You shouldn't be taking this much damage. This didn't happen before the update. So let me show you how to do this, where you can have so many volatiles attacking you and you can take literally 0 damage. You don't even need regen boosters if you don't have them. Some of the tools in your toolkit you need are going to be toughness boosters, and if you want to be able to not use glitched weapons, you're also going to need some muscle boosters. Having HP boosters is going to be really nice because you are not going to be able to max out your ability to get combat XP from this, because you're going to be focusing a lot of your gear towards damage resistance, particularly towards infected. So using an XP booster is nice for this. But if you don't have these boosters in your inventory, and if they're not maxed out, you can also get them as being part of a member on the YouTube channel, or if you sign up for the Night Runner membership in Discord. Either way, both those options work, and you get these as drops in-game every month. Next thing you're going to need to do is make sure you have your damage resistance percentage increased as much as possible. Now, I did a couple tests, and having this percentage at least 35% is going to allow you to have a pretty manageable experience when dealing with bigger enemies like volatiles and tyrants. But a more ideal number is going to be about 40%. You are going to be able to withstand damage a lot easier. However, in my experience, having it even higher than that is going to negate the need of a regen booster. You're not even going to need a regen booster if you go over 45% damage resistance towards the infected. Now, it's important to mention that you must make sure that you are increasing your damage resistance towards infected and not towards human enemies, for obvious reasons. Now, if you don't have body gear that tailors towards damage resistance to infected, you can also use damage resistance towards night. This is a good alternative if you don't have any gear tailored towards infected, but you want to be able to get at least one of these parameters increased to, at the bare minimum, 35%. 40% is ideal. So whether it's damage resistance at nighttime or damage resistance towards infected, focus on one of these, preferably damage resistance towards infected. I was able to get mine to 49%, which is pretty mind-blowing, and I don't need to even use a regen booster if I don't want to. I can let a tyrant hit me and I'll take absolutely no damage. Now, keep in mind, I do have my game on hard, so it is obviously going to be pretty difficult, especially dealing more damage with enemies when I'm on hard mode. So you can see just how well this works. Now, if you don't have gear that tailors towards damage resistance, I also do provide a lot of this gear in my drops if you become a Night Runner member, so feel free to click that join button on the YouTube channel, or you can also do that in the server subscriptions on my Discord server. By the way, having UV bars are more helpful than ever because you can use these against tyrants when they drop you to the ground. That's pretty handy, and I like that they added that. If this video is helpful, subscribe and stick around for the future. I'm going to be making more for this. I just got back from my vacation, so it has been a little bit of a delay since the update, but I'm back and ready to pump out content. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.